Hello again, and welcome back. If you've been following our progression, you'll know that at this point we're now at step 4. A lot of people have relapsed at this step. There's a lot of talk about the difficulty and the pain that you go through in the step, and that's real. But what you need to keep in mind is, out of pain comes growth. And as we grow, we change. And our lives change. Step 4 is made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. And what this means is we look back over our lives and we point out the places where we've harmed others. We recognize the resentments that we carry. And we also deal with our guilt, our shame, and our remorse. This step allows us to take back our personal power. We stop living our lives in reaction to others and start taking accountability for our behaviors and our actions. We own our own stuff. It's a freedom step. And it sets us up for the miracle of step 5. We no longer play the victim role, where others do unto us and we react. We stop pointing the finger of blame and take accountability for our own actions and behaviors. A lot of us have suffered at the hands of others. That's just the truth. But like my first sponsor told me, when others harm you, it's out of your control. You can't control the behaviors of others. But when you harm another using that as an excuse, that's yours. You own that. And that's what we look at in step 4. How have we harmed others? What resentments do we carry? Because resentments are the #1 killer of addicts and alcoholics. The emotion, the anger, it'll send us back quicker than anything. You know, being angry at someone, having a resentment towards someone is like drinking poison and expecting them to die. The only one that's harmed is yourself. We need to take the time in this step to get all our resentments, all our guilt, shame, remorse, all the negative emotions that we carry on a daily basis and that we hide from in our drink, our drug, or our behavior of choice, and get them down on paper. My first sponsor explained this to me, and I looked at him and said, "You're nuts. That's called evidence. If anybody ever gets a hold of that, I'm going to jail." And he said to me, "You know, you got to put it down on paper, because if not, you can't experience the miracle of step 5. I trusted my sponsor enough to do what he had me do, or advised me to do, and I experienced the relief that comes in the next step. But we're going to continue on with step 4. Remember that we're looking only at ourselves, at our behavior. We stop blaming others, and we just simply look at what we are responsible for. I strongly recommend that you have a solid sponsor in place before you attempt this step. Preferably someone that's done the step himself and knows exactly what to do. The 2 books that are great helps are the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the Basic Text for Narcotics Anonymous. They lay out step 4, step by step, and all you have to do is follow them using the guidance of your sponsor and those in the rooms. Ask others if they've done a step 4 and what the experience was like for them. Everybody that is in those rooms is there for the same purpose as you are. And you'll find a great number that are really ready, willing, and able to help. I can't tell you strongly enough how important it is that you make every effort to do this step as thoroughly as possible. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. What I suggest is that you set a time limit in which you're going to have the step completed. Not so short that you're a rush to complete it, but not long so that you can slide by the wayside either. Set it up so that you do a little bit each day. And talk about your emotions with your sponsor or others, the things that are coming up for you. The shame. There's two kinds of shame. There's healthy shame, the shame that says, you know what, I did that and that was wrong, I'm going to change my ways. And the toxic shame that says, I did that and I'm wrong. I shouldn't be here. I'm a mistake. That kind of shame does us no good. Look at what you're writing down objectively. Look for what you were trying to deal with in your behavior. Write down your feelings, your emotions, and everything that goes on with you. This is the dumping ground. Everything that you put in your step 4, you'll be able to walk free of when you experience the miracle of step 5. This is the meat of the program. Do not shirk. Do not hold back. We get to walk free of our past. In our promises it states, we will no longer regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. But we will understand that no matter how far down the scale we have fallen, our experience can benefit others. I'll talk more about that next time when we talk about step 5. But you will be amazed, totally amazed, at the transformation in your life if you have the courage to do this step thoroughly. And my prayer is that you look inside yourself and find the courage to put down what you need to put down. So, until the next time, walk hand in hand with your higher power.